guys, welcome back, and thank you so much for the support on the last video. It's really appreciated. And last time I actually just manually edited this wave emote over and over again to clip it, but I forgot that there's actually just a loop option, so that's kind of embarrassing. But today in this video we got a lot more progress here, and as you can tell, I am trapped in the Temporos boss for a little bit longer here. I'm going to go until 65 and then do a grand loot opening where I hopefully get the fishing barrel for a Kawambwams so I can AFK twice as long. But that'll probably be in the next video, but for now I just want to catch you up on the progress that I've made so far. Enjoy! Alright, well, good news, I got the rune skimmy. Bad news, it took me nearly 3 times the drop rate. Hopefully this is not a sign of things to come, but now I can go chill at sand crabs while I'm working, probably even out my strength stats here and defense. I'll probably want to end up picking up a strength amulet as well. I don't have the crafting level for it, so I'm going to have to look up what I have to kill to get it as a drop here. Don't know if I'm going to go for climbing boots just yet, but definitely want to go for the strength amulet. So, another good thing about Pharaoh's Enclave that I didn't mention in the last video is as soon as you get a dueling ring, you can actually teleport there. And it'll make it a lot easier for resetting your run energy, because run energy is a little bit limited in the early game without stamina potions, but they did do a agility rework, so it might not be as bad as I'm remembering. But that's actually why I didn't do the Client of Korend, despite it being recommended, because Client of Korend actually requires you to run around all of Zaya, and Zaya is absolutely massive. So I actually want to get a dueling ring so I can reset my run energy a little bit easier while doing this quest, because the teleport to Pharaoh's Enclave with the grouping activity actually has a 30-minute cooldown. So what I'm going to actually do first is get, I want to say it's 28 crafting. 27 crafting. So what I'm going to do is get 27 crafting first so I can make a bunch of Ring of Duelings, and that way I can teleport to Pharaoh's Enclave while doing the Client of Korend. And as you're doing the Client of Korend, you actually get a book called
Caird's Memoirs.
Exactly, but you get like memoirs, and it actually unlocks teleports to each of like the main houses here. And so after the first quest is completed, I can basically get the memoir
Caird's Memoirs
to teleport right back, and then I can reset my run energy kind of that way. So I'll reset my run energy, teleport back, and kind of do all 5 of the quests in the future as well to unlock the Book of the Dead, because the Book of the Dead is going to be very important for increasing my DPS early game and also giving me Grasp of the Undead as well, which will be probably my main mage spell that I think I use for Toa rushes, because, surprise, surprise, my goal is going to be to rush Toa. Just because I love Tombs of a Masket, it gives me a pretty great melee weapon, basically best in slot for a long time. Max range gear, which is also Abyss. As far as range strength is concerned, the defense isn't that great because I won't have the Arma pieces, but I'm not really in the mood to camp Arma, but I'll definitely go get some Masori. And lastly, of course, the Shadow. Shadow is amazing. It's not fantastic without all the other mage equipment, and the rune upkeep is going to be kind of annoying, but there's a lot of great stuff there, and I like TOA, so I'm going to be more than happy to go do that. And I'm also going to want to do a Quiver Rush, just because I think it'll be fun. It's definitely within my my skill range, I think, and that'll really round out my best-in-slot range cape as well. So those are going to be my plans moving forward. And now that I got my rune scimitar, what I went ahead and did was go try to get some gold, and I was trying to remember exactly what I did, and I think I did Wintertot beforehand. Maybe a little bit of Temporos, especially during leagues. The first 100k is important, but also just maintaining some cash flow throughout your early career of your account. You're constantly juggling runes, arrows, and stuff like that, so gold is a little hard to come by. But what they recently added was red eclipses, or Eclipse Red, which is in Varlamore, and you get to Varlamore by completing Children of the Sun, a very quick quest to complete in Ferox, and then it'll take you to Varlamore. And Varlamore is really nice because they actually just finished the final expansion, which I think it's phase 3 maybe. Unlocked the Delve Balls and stuff like that, and really just fleshed out the rest of the area. We actually run up here later to grab a Mithril Axe to complete Animal Magnetism, but we're actually just trying to get some raw cash here, and we're actually going to want to go to the Hunter's Guild. I don't think I have the Quetzal built yet. I probably should double check it. You could double check up there, but I'm not sure if I've even unlocked it. You might have to do a quest first. I don't know. But you need Quetzal feed to build them, and to get that, you need to do Hunter's Rumors. Excuse me. And you need to do Hunter's Rumors, and I only have 9 Hunters, so I don't even know. I don't even know if I can do that yet. But I'm just going to run over here because I'm not going to be here very long, and I don't plan on backtracking too much. So you just go right up to Guildmaster Patara. You go all the way to the top here. See if one spawned in. Nope, looks like somebody's already here. And that's the annoying thing about this spot is, I want to say like every other world, like the spawn's not even here. So this is definitely not my favorite thing to do, but I'm going to grab some while I'm here. And then I'm actually going to show you what to do. Oh, there we go. With your early game cache. So maybe I'll do a quick little, quick edit. Maybe I'll grab one full inventory because I am a little cache poor right now. So I will get back to you when I am done. Okay. Honestly, it wasn't that bad. I think the respawn time is only 45 seconds. So really, don't have to really wait too long to get a full inventory. And then from here, we're going to run over to the Sunset Coast. We're going to take the charter ship to Alderaan. And what I just realized is I'm going to need some gold. But there's actually a general shop over here, so we can actually sell these to the general shop. But we're not going to sell all of them to a regular shop. There's a specialty shop. That's why we're going over here. And then we can also pick up some gemstones as well from the shop here. Because I originally thought I can get some uncut gemstones from Alcarid, but that's also part of the free-to-play, and maybe bots are spamming it, so they're usually pretty hard to get. So we're actually going to buy some gems while we're here as well. And I'll say it's probably like 50-50 whether this shop is stocked or not, but it really does not take too long to get a full inventory of gems. And I mainly did this to get emeralds to later make the Rings of Dueling. Yeah, shop's empty. And as you can see, other people are here hopping. That's also another way you can kind of make some early game gold, is by buying the uncut sapphires and emeralds and then just selling the cut versions. You actually make a pretty decent profit, but I did not do that. And finally, we're going to want to go to the Moonrise Brewery and Winery. And that's because they have a specialty wine shop there. And specialty shops for items actually buy items at a higher value. So that's why we're coming all the way over here. And we get, oh, as you can see, someone's already here. 700 each. And the nice thing is, typically some shops, as you sell more items, the value actually decreases, but the value stays the same. So you can actually just sell them all at once. And 20k for one inventory. It's actually pretty good. And what I'm going to go ahead and do is actually use this money to buy emeralds, and I later buy runes for law runes to telegrab gold bars, and then I make Rings of Dueling for the next part of this video, where I collect bones. And also, Rings of Dueling are nice just to upkeep my energy at Pharaoh's Enclave. To train some crafting, an Ironman staple is to go to charter ships. One of these is conveniently located in Catherby. And what you're going to want to do is buy some buckets of sand, which looks like some other people are already doing, and soda ash. And then you're just going to hop around the world, filling up your inventory until you have about 14 of each, ideally. And then eventually you're going to go to a furnace, and then you can create and then you can create molten glass, and then this molten glass can then be blown into a bunch of different glass items, starting as low as, I think, level 1. Yeah, really level 1. And this would be a pretty convenient way, or one of the main consistent ways to train crafting as an Ironman. I'm going to do this a little bit to try to get to 10 crafting for sure, so I can spin Bowflax, but also so I can get to 27 for those emerald rings for now, just to get those Rings of Dueling. Okay, so I headed over to Edgeville because that's, one of the closest furnaces to a bank. I finished smelting all of my buckets of sand and soda ash into molten glass. I then turned all the molten glass into empty oil lamps because that was the best item I could make at my level. I finally got 27 crafting. But to make Rings of Dueling, I not only need 27 crafting, I also need emeralds and gold. Now, I can't actually mine gold easily because I need 40 mining for that, but I can pick up some gold bars off the ground. Well, sort of. If I go over here to Varrock Bank and go down these stairs here, I can actually telegrab some gold bars, so that saves me the I guess hassle of getting 40 mining. And I also need to get emeralds. I'm thinking I'm going to get emeralds from the gem trader, probably in Alcarid, because they only sell at 50 GP. I was also thinking of getting the regular emeralds from, I think I usually do Keldagrim or Ardoin. I don't have access to Keldagrim yet because I haven't done the quest. And the Artie gem stall sells them for 750. So that seems kind of pricey. So I'll probably just try to see if any are available in Alcarid. And then after I make those Rings of Dueling, I'll finally reveal my plan here, and that is to use Rings of Dueling to easily get to Pharaoh's Enclave, so I can run over to the Boneyard. Yes, the Boneyard. I think I'm going to pick up bones over here, mainly big bones, and then run them over to the Chaos Altar and get 43 prayer. I'm thinking that's the plan for now. Don't think I want to kill dragons. I don't really have any way to kill dragons, so I think I'm going to do that for 43 prayer. And then I'm going to be sitting pretty tight just to AFK my melees and probably begin rounding out my other stats. Well, decided to record while I'm getting killed here, but finish my Ring of Dueling. I grab Cosmic Runes from the Mage Arena, as well as some Natures and Laws for later. And now that I have the Dueling Rings, I headed over to the Boneyard. I'll be picking up some Big Bones, running them to the Chaos Altar. Maybe doing that until 43 Prayer. I'll see how fast it goes. I don't really remember. And yeah, that should be just about the end of the episode here, I think. I feel like I made some pretty decent progress. Next episode will probably pick up with me probably trying to get a Strength Amulet, which I actually do want at least 37 prayer for, and then I'll probably be set up to kind of just chill at crabs for the meantime. I did finish getting 43 prayer, but I was also PK'd about 10 times, which was kind of a drag. But to cheer me up, you guys can always drop a like if you enjoyed the content and maybe even consider subscribing. Have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye.